All right, we're good.
Good evening. This is Enid Lapellis. Today is July 13, 2020, and the time is 7:31 p.m. This is a special meeting of the Monroe Town Council. As is customary before the start of our meetings, would you all please join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
and to the republic
to stand one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Members, when I call your name, please respond in the affirmative. Dee Dee Martin. Here. Jennifer Aguilar.
Jennifer Aguilar here.
Jason Maurer.
Jason Maurer here.
Terry Rooney. Terry Rooney. Jonathan Formicella.
Jonathan Formicella present.
Tony Scott.
Tony Scott here.
Sean O'Rourke will not be at this meeting or the town council. Kevin Reed. And I believe he will be at the town council, but not at this meeting. And I'm here, Enid Lapellis. And to confirm, First Selectman Kellogg is present. Mr. Kellogg, please acknowledge.
Ken Kellogg present.
I hereby declare quorum and call this meeting to order. A copy of the agenda and any related materials have been posted to and can be found on the Town of Monroe's website, www.monroect.org, for public inspection. At this time, I will introduce the rules of the remote electronic meeting. This public meeting is being conducted remotely in compliance with Section 1 of Governor Lamont's Executive Order Number 7B, dated March 14, 2020, using GoToMeeting electronic conferencing technology. Using this technology, the public shall participate in real time in this meeting via computer, tablet, smartphone, or telephone, using the access information set forth on the meeting agenda. Please be advised that each meeting has unique participation information, so please be sure that you have access to correct meeting. Notice is hereby given that only 250 participants may access this remote electronic public meeting at any one time. Access to this meeting using this technology is granted solely by the technology provider on first access basis and is not controlled by the town of Monroe. While it is anticipated that we will not exceed this participant limit for this meeting, should it appear that we are approaching said limit so that no members of the public are denied access to this meeting, the chairman retains the right to adjourn and conduct the meeting at a later date using technology appropriate to ensure all members of the public may participate. Please take notice of the following regarding this remote electronic public meeting: that this meeting is being conducted in real time, that this meeting is open to the public, that any member of the public may listen or view to this meeting anonymously, that this meeting is being recorded, and while we ask that you mute your microphones unless recognized to speak, that anything you say, do, or is displayed on your screen may become part of the recording, that the recording shall be posted to the town's website within 7 days, that the recording shall be made available to the public within a reasonable time in town hall or upon written request. Prior to speaking on each occasion, you must clearly state your name for the record. The use of chat features is prohibited and will not be considered during the meeting at any time. The purpose of this meeting is to conduct a public hearing on applications submitted for the 2020 Neighborhood Assistance Act program, to receive input from the public regarding the proposed applications. I will now ask First Selectman Kellogg to assist me by facilitating the public hearing. Mr. Kellogg.
All right, thank you, Madam Chair. So I'll just preface the fact that this meeting was called by the chair. Again, as she said, for the purpose of conducting this public hearing on the Neighborhood Assistance Act applications. I think all members of council are aware of this process, having gone through it in the past. This is a program administered by the state of Connecticut, subject to state statutes, and one of the conditions precedent of the program is that prior to the town submitting any projects for consideration by the state, we must submit evidence, we must conduct and submit evidence of conducting a public hearing on those applications. So that's why we're here tonight. I will, I guess, would the chair like me to proceed? I guess we'll start with the first item, the first application, which is from the Monroe Food Pantry. I know that the Community and Social Services Director, Henna Ali, is present. So I would ask that she first start by just giving us an overview of her proposal. I think you'll find that both proposals tonight are familiar as they've been submitted in prior years. So with that, and with your permission, Madam Chair, I would like to turn the floor over to Ms. Ali.
You have my permission.
Thank you. This is Hannah. I submitted this proposal on behalf of the Monroe Food Pantry, requesting $20,000 for the food pantry, where the program would be serving low-income residents. And the food pantry, as some of you may know, provides food security using the client choice distribution model. It carries shelf-stable food, fresh produce, products, meats, etc. And we distribute items not covered under SNAP, such as products. And we collaborate with the Connecticut Food Bank, United Way, Big Y, and other food distributors. We also collect, by donations throughout the community. And our goal is to serve low-income families or individuals accessing services at the Monroe Food Pantry. And we plan on giving this information out to the business owners for this particular program with all donors, and publicize this to potential new donors as well. And, the need for this program just goes beyond the fact that last year we served over 200 families, which was comprised of 110 seniors, 251 adults, and 170 children. We served a total of over 115,000 meals. And it's also a place where people and individuals can get connected with other resources, such as energy assistance, employment services, SNAP, insurance benefits, and we help the town through other initiatives. Help residents through other initiatives with our holiday giving tree program and back to school drive. So it's definitely a grant that can provide for the Monroe Food Pantry.
Okay.
Thank you, Ms. Ali.
Thank you, Hannah.
Thank you.
So at this time, it would be appropriate to entertain any input from the public. Is there anyone from the public who would like to speak in regards to this application? Please remember to unmute your microphone if you would like to indicate your desire to speak. Again, one more time, if there's anyone from the public who would like to speak in regards to this application, please remember to unmute your microphone and indicate your desire to speak. I am seeing none. Madam Chair, with your permission, I'll proceed to the next item on your agenda.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you, Madam Chair. The second application on the agenda this evening is submitted on behalf of the Monroe Conservation and Water Resources Commission, and that is for the pollinator garden. Again, an application that I believe you've seen before. I believe that the chairwoman of that commission, Karen Bernaska, is present and able to present this application. Ms. Bernaska.
Thank you, Mr. Kellogg. Karen Bernaska, 99 Bagburn Road. I am the chair of the Conservation and Water Resources Commission. Commission member Barbara Thomas is also on the phone tonight. We would like to thank the town council for your consideration again of our request to include the pollinator garden at Great Hollow in the town's Neighborhood Assistance Act program. Because development has eliminated many valuable plants and shrubs needed by pollinators, the commission decided to establish a pollinator garden. This was opened in June of 2018, and we hope this garden will be an example for all residents to see what they can do in their own backyards to help plants survive and to thrive and to provide food for and shelter for pollinating birds and insects. We're requesting $2,000 to increase the number and diversity of the plants and shrubs in the garden, to put up explanatory signs, to develop educational material, and also to showcase native pollinators. We'll be happy to answer any questions you may have for your consideration.
Thank you, Ms. Bernaska. So at this time, if there is anyone who wishes to speak in regards to this application, please remember to unmute your microphone and indicate your desire to speak.
Jen Aguilar, can I ask a question, Mr. First Selectman?
Absolutely.
Hi, Karen. I wanted to ask how this did last year.
We did not receive any funding last year. That's why we're trying again.
Okay, okay, good luck. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else who would like to speak in regards to this application? Please remember to unmute your microphone and indicate your desire to speak. And one last time, anyone wishing to speak in regards to this application? Madam Chair, I see no one else indicating a desire to speak. Those are all the applications this evening. I'll turn this back over to you.
Okay, so as the council is aware, there is no further action on these applications during this meeting. However, these items are on our agenda for action during the regular meeting starting at 8 p.m. There being no further business, I hereby declare this meeting adjourned at 8:42 p.m. Thank you. Good evening.